Just thought I'd do a quick video to kind of update you and show you how the garden has gone crazy in my absence. I was out of town for about 4 days, and we had some really hot weather before that. And then apparently we've got a lot of rain while I was gone. And so the garden kind of exploded, as you can see. These are just this little grow bag. It's got a bunch of calendula and my lemon balm and mints in there. And they are just getting huge. And we come over here. The peppers this year, a lot of them are less than impressive. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not just me. I've talked to other people who have peppers. So they're just small. The peppers are growing just fine, but their plants are very small. And I think it's environmental because it's just happening too widespread. And the plants just aren't getting that big. And I think we just haven't had enough hot, consistent weather. That's the theory I'm going on right now anyway. There's my thyme. It's gotten huge. And then we'll pan over here and show you that I had petunias self-seed from last year, apparently. Because I didn't plant them this year. The flowers I did plant, there aren't very many of them growing in these gutters. But these petunias came back, and I'm shocked because I didn't know they could do that in my zone. I'm in zone 6B. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty neat. And then over here, I'm going to replant some beets and radishes in here, but I haven't gotten to it yet because it's just not the right time yet. But my Swiss chard refuses to die. I have more Swiss chard than we can possibly eat. You can see all these little tomatoes that are all over. These are the orange hat ones. These are just the little bitty tomato plants, but look at all of these tomatoes that are coming in these plants. My basil got huge while I was gone. Remember, we just trimmed it and it got big. This one's actually starting to go to seed a little bit, so I'm gonna have to come through here and harvest this today. Some more of these orange hat tomatoes. Can't wait for these to start ripening up and try them. My lettuce bed, I guess I need to find a rabbit colony because I don't have enough people to give this lettuce to, or a soup kitchen or something, because there's just way too much lettuce here. I threw in a couple bean plants to help with the soil, and they're doing okay. Then we come over here, and these are the potatoes. You can see they're finally starting to droop a little, which is good. That's what they're supposed to do. I had some earwigs. Had an earwig problem right before we left. That's why there's all these holes in the leaves. So I diatomaceous earthed them like it's a verb. So I'm hoping that helped. But unfortunately, I planted them a little too close to this trellis where I've got my pole beans planted. So now, I'm not sure what to do. So I can lift these up and get them out of the way. I guess I'm gonna have to pin them up until they die back so that my pole beans can get going and just wrap themselves around them. The butternut squash in the grow bags. I need to come out here today and trellis those all up along the cattle panels behind them because they have gotten very huge and long. More calendula that's doing great. I harvested that again right before I left, but apparently I need to do that again. I have volunteer dill that's come up everywhere. There's some dill right there in my rocks. There's some dill over there. I have one on the other side as well. Plus I planted dill in the bed, which that's okay. You can't have too much dill, especially when hopefully we're gonna get a lot of cucumbers. Here are the other butternut squash that I'm gonna have climb up this trellis. So Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of butternut squash. I had previously planted golden Pippin squash here, and none of it ever came up except this one plant. But I don't know if this is a weed. I don't know if it's golden Pippin squash because I've never grown it. So I'm just letting it go for now because it's not really in the way. And we'll see what it does. It doesn't really look like a squash plant though to me. And these are my determinate tomatoes, which are now a good 6 foot tall in places. So that's as tall as I'm letting them get. If they keep trying to grow any taller, I'm going to top them because I don't have the setup this year for that. And you can see some of them are falling down out of my trellis. They didn't catch right, so I have to tie those up today too. But I'll see if I can find some tomatoes to show you. So you can see all these tomatoes. There's a whole bunch of tomatoes in here. Just gotta ripen up. Get a little bit bigger, some of them, and then ripen up. This is the Jurassic Park bed. It's hot peppers, and behind it is carrots. And they finally sprouted up big. These were pretty small like my other peppers for a while. You can see now I'm getting a lot of the peppers on them. These are different varieties of hot peppers, mostly jalapeno and serranos. You can see that there. All these here. Look at all these. Hubby will be happy that he's going to get some salsa out of this. There's another basil plant. My garlic chives. I could harvest some of these now too. And then these are some bell peppers. Look at these little tiny bell peppers. And then you've got this one back here who's gargantuan. But at least they're producing, right? There's another big one. There's a lilac bell. They're so pretty. I've never tasted them, so hopefully they're tasty as well. As you can see, this was in a package called Purple Beauty. And I'm like, oh, these don't look like a Purple Beauty bell to me. And they're not. And these are very hot. So I don't know if they're Hungarian wax. I'm not sure what kind of hot pepper they are. But that took me and everyone I gave pepper plants to by surprise. But that was definitely a seed error. That was not a me error. Because every single one of them that I planted has done this. So he's definitely getting a lot of salsa and things made with hot peppers. I can assure you of that. And yes, I planted them right next to well, they're in my bed with my bell peppers, so I'm really hoping they don't make my bell peppers hot because I know that they can cross-pollinate. I've never had that happen yet, but I know it can happen. And these are the carrots that have just gone crazy. Trying to see down there if I can see any popping up yet, but I can't. But look it. It's my Jurassic Park bed. All right, so I showed you those peppers. Here's the cucumbers. I mean, cucumbers, finally. Last year I didn't get hardly any cucumbers. In fact, I didn't even hardly get any plants. And I trimmed these up and trellised them last week, and let me tell you, they are taking off. I might do a little video on those at some point. And then these are the wax beans in front of them. And you can see that bed is absolutely full, chocked full of wax bean plants. Next to it is more cucumbers, trellising. I did straight 8 and I think an SMR pickling cucumber. Can't remember what the name of it was. I'd have to look. Which these are coming over into my green beans, so I'm gonna have to trellis those up. Yep, and then we have these are other bush beans. Looks like I have a volunteer ground cherry coming up right here, which I'm gonna have to take that out because they get too big. They'll overpower everything else. And I had so many ground cherries. I can't bend down and pick them all up. I don't have a good setup for them. Yeah, so that's the vegetable garden in a nutshell, guys. It's gone crazy. Anyone need some fresh veggies? Look me up. Hope you guys enjoy your week. And I'll see you again soon.